Hello everyone, welcome on back to Riverbend Springs. Alright, so first things first, actually I was going to get this going right away, but I did notice the maintenance gauge was about halfway. So I think it's probably a good time to get the small maintenance trailer. Is it tools? There we go. I think it's finally time we can have it right on the farm then. There we go. We can get this repaired. We can repair the tractors right on the farm. Makes it a lot easier than running to the store every time we want to. As you can see, we did accept another deadwood contract. I do think in the future, I'm going to try to do more so off camera. As in, you know, I'll accept it, I'll cut the trees down, but I'll have them loaded up and we'll put it into the sawmill on camera. Because otherwise we're spending, you know, a decent amount of, for the most part, the last couple videos, what, 2? In here, as well as Houton's been like 2 in a row as well. At least as of recording. I'm not sure how it would line up with what gets released, but obviously, I'm sure not everyone wants to see that happening every video, so I'll just cut them off, cut them down, get them ready off camera, or do them all, after recording, whatever it is. That way we can still continue on, but we're not wasting the entire video or wasting 15 minutes of record time for a 5-minute piece. It's just something I thought of. So that'll be a future thing after today, because I kind of already accepted this and we already have this loaded up, so I couldn't really do it. Yeah, I got this loaded up with 3,000 liters of wood beams, 1,000 liters of roof plates, and cement bricks. There's cement bags on there too. There's 2 pallets of those, 4 pallets of long planks. I did, while I was off camera, I upped the stuff on the grain elevator museum. So instead of it showing we have 1,000 liters in storage, it's 1,000 liters in one. It's just to avoid issues with it saying that we need to put more in there when we really don't. It's not as big of a deal with the museum, because we should get paid for it, even if it won't really use much of it. Obviously right now it's going to use basically all of this, but in the future. Well, here it is once again. We should have enough here for the next stage now. Yeah, you can see 1,000 liters in one, 2,000 liters in one, just to avoid potential issues in the future. This should be quite profitable once again. $71,000, like I said, quite profitable. At some point, it's gonna stop accepting goods, as in it'll still take it, but it doesn't give us money for it, so that'll be something we'll have to remember. Now, we didn't have long planks in there last time, so I might have to up that one by a liter. Yeah, it should have enough to go to the next step now, so we'll see what the next step requires. We already have a good amount of products in there, so maybe it'll be able to go right through that one without us even needing to add anything, which we're going to keep adding, because why not? I did notice we also have the spinach that is ready to harvest. I think we'll wait until next month to do that, because the priority this month is to try to get both of the fields planted, the one that we're harvesting now, as well as the one we did last month, and then obviously finish the oat harvest. Yeah, the deadwood is up here, up that direction again. For 7 trees, it looks like it's in a fairly open area. We won't go and do it quite yet. We'll do some seeding and that kind of stuff first. We'll do it right towards the end. Yeah, like I said, in the future, if there's a deadwood contract, I'm just going to try to do it off camera. I'll just, get it loaded up. Just to save a little bit of record time. Allows us to do, more stuff on our actual farm than, waste time doing that. Especially considering I usually just cut most of it out anyways. At least so far. Right now we are just missing long planks for that shed. I think we'll just get a regular planter versus, not planter, regular seeder. We won't do a planter. I considered a planter because it'd be nice, but I do want to try to get more wheat in. And I can only do that with a seeder. Kind of limits my options. I'm thinking this one. A lot of these other ones don't have direct, and if they do, it's not with fertilizing at the same time. I'll take the 2 meters and be able to fertilize at the same time. I'd rather do that. Yeah, we'll lease this. 6.5 grand. Not cheap. It is not cheap. But hey, we decided, well, I decided, we'll, do it this way and rent them for the time being instead of using our smaller equipment and having to cultivate prior. Should save us quite a bit of time, especially with us trying to expand, obviously, with that piece of land right here, which should be harvested next month. And hopefully a couple months after that as well. Like I said when we bought it, I'm not sure if it's after the first harvest or if it's the first harvest on it or the second harvest. It's spinach, so you can harvest it twice. Alright, so we bought 3 bags of solid fertilizer. I'm not sure how much this takes. I think seeders take more seeds and planters take more fertilizer, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it does not look like it's going to get all of it in one go. Yeah. 250 liters short of fitting the whole thing in there, but I don't have a front loader, so I can't really do much. Yeah, I don't think we'll get seeds. We'll plant, I think we'll do oats in that field. Just thinking of the options we have here. Yeah, we'll do oats in that field, and then we'll probably do wheat. I always usually do barley. I think barley's like a 1 month lower growth time. I've always done barley for my chickens for some reason. Could just do barley in it, and once we're out of wheat, we're out of wheat. I know the goal for me right now is to eventually get a bigger chicken pen. Get one that has like 300 versus 30. That would be really nice. There's no way to transfer our current ones over, which is kind of unfortunate, but obviously 30 chickens don't cost too much. This is going to be really nice to have. I can already see that. We'll do some steering assist, 6 meters. Headlands, 3 of them. Sounds good to me. And of course, we'll do oats in this field, I'm thinking. I think it's a slightly bigger field. Yeah, it probably is. So we'll put the money maker here, and we'll have barley in that field. I wanted to look how much the chicken pen was. I haven't looked at it. Larger than 31. 79,000 for 360 of them. I'm sure eventually there's going to be some modded ones that come out, which will be quite nice to have. I think a dairy might be first on that list, though. We're starting to make a good amount of money now from, well, not money, milk from the goats. So I like to keep that going, and we can produce, bottled goat milk, sell it at our kiosk. We could produce goat cheese. So, be nice to do that stuff. We're not just making the raw material. We can make the end product as well. I wouldn't mind trying to do water buffalo at some point. It's just obviously tough to get some of that stuff. It is quite expensive. Nothing is cheap in Farming Sim. Nothing is cheap outside of Farming Sim either, so I guess you could say it's rather realistic. Alright, I wanted to check. I'll get this unloaded while going back. Then we can try to get that whole thing done real quick. Oh, they're going to want to turn, yeah, they're going to want to reverse. I think if we unload them here, they might be able to finish. I'm hoping to do the planting in that field, and then we'll have a worker do this one. While we do probably dead wood. Alright, so off we go once again. Shouldn't take too long to do this field. The extra, 2 meters over the other one is going to be quite beneficial to us here, so. Should have enough seeds and everything, it looks like. Maybe we'll have to fill up in between the fields, but we should be fine. Well, I think I'll go ahead and start up a time lapse for this, so I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, so we're just about done here, just that little bit left. Then we can get it started on that field there. Like I said, I think we'll have a worker do that field. And I might bring some of the lettuce down to our little kiosk here. I do see it's at a fairly decent price. It does make sense. Let's do barley. Like I said, I think barley is like a month or two quicker than wheat, and that's why I've usually always done it as my crop of choice for chickens. Well, it'll be the last time we use this harvester for a little while. We'll have to lease a harvester for that field, the spinach field. Like I said when I originally bought the field, I'm gonna try and lease the, was it canning production, preserved food production? I think the small version is called preserved food, but the large version is called canning. Technically I'm not wrong either way. Yeah, canning factory. And we could do spinach bags, make a little bit extra on the at the end. I think that's down here though, somewhere. I thought it was. It's up here. Not where I thought. It is a fairly long drive then. We'll see how many, obviously, loads we'll get from a field like that. Let's go to the AI worker version. Let them do their thing. 19,000 liters of oats. 95% full off of that field. It's probably 40,000 in here. For money amount, right around there. I did install a mod for more beehives. Different versions. Oh, that was weird. When I'm in the cab, I can't see my constructible. But when I'm out of it, I can. Oh, there we are. That's weird. Yeah, but I can have more versions of honey and stuff now. Not honey, more versions, but more options. I think it's in here. Yeah, there's some fairly big ones in here. They have amounts on how much they produce. I'm not 100% sure which each one is. Take that as you will, but we could potentially expand that. That side of the farm, I don't think we really will. Honey is just one of those things where it's nice if you have it. You know, you make a couple grand here and there, but it's not like it's gonna make you millions. It's something that kind of sits in the background, makes some money, can improve your yields, obviously, if you're close enough to a field. Does that show in there too? I don't see it visually showing, but I mean, that's pretty good money, all in all. I mean, for something that we don't spend any money doing. I was trying to dodge that truck and I hit the kiosk when I was doing that. Like I said, we don't spend any money doing it, so it's not that bad to do. Of course, next time we'll have these two fields do the second layer of fertilizer on. I don't think I'll use the trailer for these. We can bring two at a time and shouldn't take too long at least. And the time that takes me to drive back and forth probably be about the same amount of time it would be to grab the trailer and fill it up. Then we can head up and do the Deadwood contract. Realistically, I think next month we could potentially get a dairy if we wanted. I don't think we will. Come on. Come on. Really doesn't want to come off of your... There we go. Because I do want to obviously factor in a good $35,000 for the rental for the spinach harvester, and then Obviously, the production rental on top of that. That'll likely be one of the first ones we'll have to end the lease on. So we'll see how that function works. As far as I know, you basically have to sell it, though, so... I don't know if this is recommended. They're hopping around quite a bit. Yeah, there we go. As far as I know, you basically, the only way to get rid of your lease is to sell the production. I wonder... I might be able to do it in the XML. Maybe. Yeah, I probably could. I had to do that in 22 once for the leasing production. Well, yeah, leasing production mod. Because the problem with that one is I think I updated the map once and then it would make it look like we actually owned the production. So that'll be probably next month. We'll do that, the rental of that, and we'll get the spinach hopefully all harvested in 1 month. That'll be ideally done, at least. There are some modded harvesters I know too. Like there was a modded sugar beet harvester. I don't remember if it had a header for spinach or not. We're not going to do it that way, just as a FYI, but we'll stick to the legit way. Now these are going to be easy to find. They're literally pretty obviously here. Alright, well there we go. We got all of the deadwood loaded up. We can head back to the sawmill. We can get it all put into there. At some point, I'm not sure exactly when. I think it's probably going to be after dairy. We might cut down some of the other ones, trees around the yard that have been wanting to get done for a while, and tossing them into there as well. That way we could extend the goats just a little bit more. Just something I've wanted to do, obviously, extend them even more, but obviously that involves selling the pen and then rebuilding the pen, which is not cheap. Maybe I could get a larger one too. I mean, obviously we can create custom pasture, but I mean like a larger one with more water capacity and all that. The worker was just about done with getting that field planted. They were just doing the last headland, it looked like. So not too much left there. Which will be nice. Probably be done by the time we get this unloaded, honestly. Alright, we'll take this little footpath down here. Once again, I did one of the last times. I think there's another path somewhere along here, but like back there. I don't see it on the map though, so I just haven't went that way. Although that might just be a route around. And yeah, I don't think that's a way actually down here. The way down here is from there. That road right up there. Yeah. Let me put it in. There we go. 12,000 liters in there. Almost 13,000. About the same as the last how many times. It's not a ton, but it gets it through the month. That's the way I kind of look at it. Next month we should have a long plank and wood beams from this, which will be nice. We have over 3,000 liters of goat milk here. Do we have to move it, or is there... Okay, there's still room up front, it looks like, but... Yeah. We did just recently have a couple more become adults, so I think we're just like 5 away from just having adults in here at this point. Yeah. There's not... Well, there's not 5, but there's 6. No, 7. 7 in here that are still waiting to become adults, which I think is age 16. 16 months. Yeah. So we still got 8 months here and 9 months on the last 3. But yeah, when I mean a bigger pen, I wish. We could get a slightly bigger one, as in like size of this. As far as I know, it really just doesn't make so we have to put water in there and stuff like that. But, you know, we could put this down and... Same time, it might take less pen space. We might not be able to use the pen space the same way, which I guess we could stick it out some and stick it out like this. I don't know, because that's already larger than what we have at 68, and then you extend it out. You could probably get 100 in there. Once you figure in using this whole space in here, there's quite a few more trees and stuff, obviously, to go through. And every time I look at this pen, I realize just how not straight it is. This edge right here, pretty dang good. Back here, it's because of the trees. I assume it's because of the trees, but yeah, it's not even close to being straight. It's so far off, but... Well, I think that is just about everything for today. Gotta get this collected. There we go. Well, I think that is just about everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.